Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to the first commentary video episode on how to become a better player at Fortnite. Now first of all, before we start this video, these are my opinions on how to become better at Fortnite than to be a noob. Okay now guys, if you are a noob and are below 100 wins, my personal preferences would to go into creative mode or would be to go into playground if you don't have a friend. But if you do have a friend, try to get a friend and practice on him in playground just to see how you do. Now guys, in creative mode, I think that there are game modes and stuff like that on how to become a better player. Not to become a better player, but like on how to like practice. Okay now guys, you see this dude right here? You will not win by camping like that. You are most likely to die. You'll probably last to the end of the game, but then you'll probably die later on. Now guys, if you don't want to be like that dude, and if you guys want to try to get better and stuff, then like I've said, go into creative mode, practice, you know what I mean, learn how to build, learn how to get better at your aiming. In order to get better at your aiming, you have to of course fix your sensitivity. And for console players, I know sensitivity aiming could be harder than PC players, but you'll eventually just go into playground, you know what I mean, like mess around with your sensitivity, and you'll probably get a little bit better at aiming if your aim is awful. Now sometimes my aim does get awful and I just go and I change my sensitivity and I mess around with it and I go into a regular game and it'll be better. And another way to get better is to go into a regular game and just see how you perform in that regular game. Just see how you do when you get into a regular game. You'll probably do more better than going into a playground mode or into a creative mode because you're going up against real players and not bots. Now another tip. Just make sure you learn how to position yourself right if you're trying to win fights in Fortnite Battle Royale. Is just try to position yourself by always getting high ground and mainly not dropping from the high ground. That's if you want, if you're like a beginner, which is pretty much the reason why you guys are watching this. As you can see, I have a KD of 210, which is I think is above average for most players, I guess. Well, I guess, but and always just try to look around you. You always stay alert and just try to keep a contact out for enemies, because whether you think that it's never somebody that's watching you, it always is. Because tell me of how many times you got into a fight and there's nobody around you at first, and then as soon as when you get into that fight, it's like the whole lobby just starts to push you and starts to third party you, and it just sucks sometimes. So yeah guys, so just try to keep contact out for enemy players and just try to always stay alert and just try to practice on your building, go into regular games just like I said. And those are pretty much the basic steps of becoming a better player. And now we'll move on to the more next tier level, and these are for the people who are trying to get better by doing solo duos and solo squads. Now my best bet is to always try to get the most shots off. If it's a squad running past you and they don't see you, always try to get the best shots off and always go for the dude who's the lowest. And just always remember to push aggressively if you're going for high kill gameplays. Just remember to push aggressively and just remember to always try to keep high ground, push aggressive, keep in contact, try not to peek as much because you can get sniped. And by pushing aggressively, if you push aggressively a lot, you will get pretty much a lot of kills. Because by pushing aggressive, if you sit back, right? If you sit back and try to shoot the squad, most likely the squad is gonna rush you. So all you gotta do is just try to get the dude who's the, oh my god, I'm gonna spam my god. So all you gotta do is just try to push aggressively and always remember to go for the dude who's the lowest, because then if you knock him, you won't have to worry about him spamming your structures down. And I know that it can be annoying, you just getting into a squads game and then you just get spammed down, RPG down, it's annoying. But always remember just to build when it comes to those measures, and just remember to keep on pushing. Now, if you guys don't know about the triple ramp rush, the triple ramp rush is pretty much a technique that most of the pros use so they won't get like spammed down and stuff like that. They could still get there more quickly. Like say for instance, if you just build a regular ramp, that could easily be shot down. But if you do a triple ramp rush, then it'll take much time for them to spam you down. And another thing is to watch the pro players. You see me, I watch like Tfue and all the pro players play, and I honestly gotta say they are good. And I try to watch how they play, and I try to take notes on how they play, and I try to go into a game and play like that. But sometimes it just doesn't work out for me, and it's gonna be like that sometimes. But just try to take their techniques and try to put it into your own way. You'll pretty much get used to doing that. And I guess that can help you out on how to get better at the game. Practice on aim, building, and stuff like that. That's what pretty much everybody says, but those are really the basic techniques, and it is gonna honestly take probably a month or two just to learn how to get into that settings of building and stuff if you really want to become a better player. Try not to camp as much, because that's not gonna really help you to be a better player, to be honest. It's not really gonna help you get better. It's gonna help you probably get a win or two. You probably might get into top number 2, and then as soon as you got a fight to do, you're gonna panic. And if you guys don't want to play that aggressive type style, then just try to third party, try to wait for people to get into a fight, and then you could like third party, take some shields and health off them. So then that could pretty much be your basic steps to getting kills and techniques and basic measures if you guys really want to go for the win. But if you guys want to go for kills, then just use the tips and tricks what I've said to do, and also try to like use the new metas. But I mean the new metas is pretty much abusing, like SMGs, pump AKs, pump ARs, and you can even use RPGs. But if you want to use an RPG against somebody, then make sure to build above them, and then you could hit the RPG down above them. I guess that's the best technique on how to do it. Okay, now guys, I would like to end this video off on saying thank you for 400 subscribers. We are so close to 500 subscribers, guys, and I just hope that you enjoyed this good quality content gameplay I left for you guys. Enjoy.